So the first thing is, what is a corporate bank account and why do you need one? So a corporate bank account, is the official business account for your company or your business name. It is kind of like, the account that banks, use to recognize your business as an identity. In my previous videos, I've talked about how your business or your company is a separate person from you. So your business has its own life. So that corporate account is a way, or the account number is like the number or the identity that banks use to recognize you as a corporate entity. So why do you need a corporate bank account as a business? Now, after you have registered your business at the Corporate Affairs Commission, you have applied for your TIN and you have gotten it. The next most important stage is to get a corporate bank account, because number one, it will separate your business. You'll be able to separate, your business money from your personal money, because that way you'll be able to track the progress of your business. If you're using just one account, for your regular spendings, your business and your business, at the same time, you will not be able to track the progress of your businesses. And let me tell you, that is one mistake that a lot of businesses make. They usually would just put one account in the same place, both their corporate account, both their personal money and their business money. So people will now be sending money to your personal account and you will not be able to track the progress of your business. The second reason why you need a corporate account, because it makes your business look professional and trustworthy. When you send your corporate account to people, they take your business serious. They know that this person is serious. For this person to go the extra mile of getting a corporate account, that means this business is a serious business. People easily want to trust that business that is providing a corporate account. Another reason is that it will help you to qualify for, loans, grants, and investor funding, which means that, a lot of businesses these days can qualify for grants or, incentives from the government. Sometimes the government will say, okay, this certain period we're trying to boost the economy, so from so and so period, we are going to be investing in, let's say, POS business, or so that there will be a flow of cash, or we are investing in businesses that are into agriculture, businesses that are into tech, or business that are into IT. So if you already have a business but you don't have a corporate account, no government or government entity or international organization will want to give you a grant in your own name. They will prefer to give you in the business name, because they are giving the business the grant. And even if you want to apply for loan and you want to apply for loan for your business, you cannot use your personal account. It has to be your corporate account. Another important reason is that, it gives you access, to, you can get, your own corporate debit card or credit card, or it can even help you stay compliant, with tax regulatory requirements. You'll be able to file tax, for your business separate, from your own personal or savings account. So the truth of the matter is, a corporate account, makes your business real in the financial system. It makes your business to come alive in the financial, systems database. So what do you need before you can open a corporate account? So before you open a corporate account, one of the major things and most important thing you need is your CAC business registration. I just did a video on how you can register your business name DIY, so you want to go and watch that video. So the first document you need is your CAC business registration, your CAC certificate of incorporation, your status report, if it's a business name, if it is a company, or even if it's an NGO as well, you need to have that information. You also need to have information of directors, shareholders, and if there is a secretary, because that is how the bank will definitely know who will be the signatories and who will also be able to access the account. So that document is very important. So another important thing you need is your tax identification number. After you register your business, one of the most important things you have to do immediately after you register your business is to get a tax identification number. Without that tax identification number, you really cannot open a corporate account. You want to head either to the FRS or go to their website and apply for your company tax identification number. Another thing you need is your valid means of ID. That is either your international passport, the ones that are required for registration, which I've mentioned also in the past, which is your driver's license, your permanent voter's card, NIN or international passport. Any of those 4 ID cards, they will not be accepting anything other than that. Because even if you're trying to open a bank account for a small child, or a minor on their behalf, those are the government ID cards, they'll be asking for, because those four documents are the recognized government ID cards, that are acceptable anywhere in Nigeria. Another thing you need is utility bill for within 3 months. It cannot be more than 3 months. You can either get that from Buy Power, or you can go, to the NEPA office, or if you are somebody that pays water board, you get water from water board. The bill that they give you, you can use it, but it has to be within 3 months. You cannot use anyone, later than that. And you have to make sure that whatever utility bill that you are giving the bank has the address that you put for your business. That's why I say, whenever you're registering a business, make sure or ensure that you use a business that is identifiable, because truthfully speaking, they go and trace those addresses. So if they are not identifiable, the bank will come back to you and say, sorry, we could not trace this address. This is not a proper address. So right from your registration, you want to make sure that the address that you are putting is a very good identifiable address. If you don't yet have an office, there's no crime in using your house address. You can start doing a business from your house. There is no law or strict requirement that says that the business must be in an office separate. Your office can be in your house. You have your passport, recent passport size photograph, and then the object of the business, that is what you do in the business. If you are the kind of business that requires a SCOMO certificate, I also did a video on how to get your SCOMO certificates, and the businesses that are required to have SCOMO certificates. So you want to go watch those videos to know whether your business is the type of business that requires SCOMO certificate. If it's that type of business, then you must present that to the bank to be able to get a corporate account. So which bank should you choose? Now that's a very big question. Recently, because technology is advancing every day, there's AI now, so there are a lot of things, a lot of online banking system that is going on, and a lot of people have been talking about Money Point, Opay, Koda, and all those type of banks. In my another video, I'm going to be explaining those kind of banks, and in regards to people's question as to whether they should do online banking, I have no issues with that. It's very good. I use it as well. You can also use it, but you can also, a lot of people feel safer going to banks that they can easily, if there's any situation, they can go there physically. So you can use any of the financial institutions, Zenith Bank, Fidelity Bank, GT, any of those other banks that have physical address. But I say go to the one that you can easily access if you have any issues, or if you have anything that you're doing. So another thing is recommendation. You'll be required to provide 2 or 3 recommendations. Preferably use people that use the same bank, that can reference you, and it will be mostly people that have corporate accounts, right? So how do you open a corporate back and forth? So you can go to any bank of your choice physically with these documents that I've mentioned. They will give you a form where you will fill. They'll give you something called the KYC. The meaning of KYC is know your customer. So what they basically need is your biography, your name, your date of birth, who are the directors of the company, who is going to be the signatory, and also be careful the kind of signature that you sign, because even for me, it has caused problems for me. Remember to use one signature, the signature that you are currently using, because the thing about banks is, if you forget your signature, they are not going to be giving you hints, because they don't know if you're trying to, they're always trying to be careful with people's money. So they will not even be showing you, this is the signature that you signed. If you don't sign the correct signature, anytime you want to go back to the bank, they'll tell you this is not the correct signature, but they will not tell you if the exact signature is signed. So please make sure you use a signature that you normally or currently will be used, and then you can start running your corporate bank account. Sometimes as a business owner that is registered, it is very important that you have a corporate bank account. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, don't forget to share it to whoever may possibly need it. You want to subscribe to this channel. I bring a lot of legal tips on how you can grow your business and structure your business legally. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section which banks you'll be opening your account with, or any questions you may have. I'm also going to leave my email and WhatsApp only phone number in case you're having any issues. All you guys in my next video. Thank you, legal besties. Bye.